I won't play this little game of figures because I hope jobs from Britain, but I will be next week in China and South Korea. I will be in December in Japan. I will go to New York. Again, this is not only about Brexit. This is about transforming France and showing that France has entered a new era, politically speaking, economically speaking, and socially speaking. So we are building something new, and this is happening in France. I won't tell figures until it is signed. You know, it is very Saint Thomas d'Aquin. I believe only what I see. And
but you must have a number in mind. I mean, it's quite often said that
I have a few figures in mind.
I mean, it's often said London is the fifth biggest city in France, 300,000 French people. How many Brits would you like to see living in Paris?
A lot, because of course we have a strong relationship with the UK for a long time. Myself, I had my first internship here 20 years ago in London, and of course we will be very happy to welcome some Brits in Paris to work. What is important to say is that when you attract someone in a city working in the financial sector, you create 2 to 4 indirect jobs, because an investment banker coming to a city, it is also a good news for the accountant services, for the legal services, and so on. And so this creates an ecosystem which is good for the economy. So hopefully the most we can.
But I mean, Frankfurt can offer close proximity to the European Central Bank, for example. Luxembourg has a separate regulator for insurers, and it's attracting a lot of insurance companies. What's Paris's unique selling point?
We have many. First, we have an educational system which is very performative on the finance issues, because most of our engineers and business schools are maybe in the top 10 in Europe. Second, we have a regulatory system that is recognized by everyone as one of the best in the world, and which is very reassuring for a lot of bankers and also insurance company. Yesterday, Chubb, which is an American insurer, announced he was organizing his headquarters in Paris, his European headquarters. So this is what we are presenting right now. But we are not simply doing that because of the Brexit issues. We are building something in a long-term perspective. And we want to basically show that we are able to build a sustainable pro-business environment in the long term, meaning 5 to 10 years, not only regarding March 2019 with the Brexit issues.
Apart from HSBC, there haven't been that many banks that have so far committed to creating lots of jobs in Paris. Does that disappoint you?
Well, first, HSBC announced that it will reallocate 1,000 employees in Paris. And we have very good discussions with a lot of banks. But, you know, we like discretion. We haven't been giving information about our discussion with Chubb, this American insurer, until it announced itself that he was going to set up in Paris. So we are in a very good negotiation with many banks, many American banks, and also some hedge funds.
So you're quite confident that there will be others following?
Probably. And again, we have one mission: demonstrate that what we have said during the political campaign, during the presidential campaign and the parliamentary election is implemented quickly. And probably nobody would have believed when we were running the election that the labor market flexibility reform will be implemented in less than 100 days in France. Because I was reading this morning in The Economist, a very known newspaper that we read in France, that the labor market was almost organized by Karl Marx philosophy in France. Well, apparently Karl Marx is not here anymore, and we are welcoming people from everywhere in the world.